What does your daily routine entail with you being director of operations?
I would say big picture, the most important thing is to make sure that the coaches and the players have what they need to succeed. And, the day-to-day that goes into that is more determining, like, okay, can this be done? Should this be done? And if it can and should be done, just finding every possible way to get to a yes. You definitely want to be a yes man. So that's the day-to-day, scheduling. We're in meetings a lot, and it's just every day is different. Like I show up one day and I think I'm going to work on something, and then a million other things get thrown at you, but it's definitely, it keeps you on your feet.
What time do you get in the office today?
Today, we had meetings at 6:30, so I started at 6:15. I am not a morning person,
Ooh.
So typically, like, some coaches will get here at 5:30. If we have a 6:30 meeting, I'm here like 6:15, but I'll stay really late. I usually don't leave till like 8 or 9.
Wow.
But I try and keep that consistent. Like, I think if you spend too much time in an office, you can start to resent your environment, which is the worst thing. And Coach Leffler's really great at making sure everybody goes home. But I just choose to do most of my work at night. And also between the hours of like 5 and 8, I get the most done, so yeah.
So spending about 14 hours in the office a day, you're around the team a lot. How have they responded to you being in that role of looking over what they're trying to do every day to be successful?
Yeah, they've been great. And that was another really huge adjustment, obviously adjusting to a new coaching staff, but also a new roster. And I can understand too, like, for the players, it's a ton of turnover. Their whole day-to-day has changed drastically since the coaching turnover. So, I expected way more pushback than I got, and they've been extremely receptive to the culture change. And, technically, I am the one carrying that out by way of scheduling and making sure guys are on time and where they need to be. And I've had no pushback, and everybody's been really great. So.
And you just said it. I know with Coach Leffler, he wants a certain culture out in the field. Do you feel any pressure about bringing that culture to life off the field for Coach Leffler?
Yeah, I actually think to him, the off the field culture is way more important to him than on the field. Obviously on the field, it kind of figures itself out if you have the off the field stuff together. And that was one thing he hammered home when he got here was it's going to be a culture change. Football is going to become your number one priority behind class and being a good human being. So yeah, I definitely feel pressure to make sure that is in all facets being carried out. But he does that so much. Like every talk that he ever gives or every meeting, he is talking about our team culture. And I think it eventually just translates to what you're doing on the football field.